Now let us find out your IYY, which is moment of inertia of section about centroidal YY axis. We see that due to symmetry of section, your centroidal YY axis YY passes through the center. But if we see for section 2, its centroidal axis does not pass through the centroidal axis of the composite section. So we need to apply the parallel axis theorem. So your IYY will be given as IYY1 minus of IYY2, since this much part is removed from the section. Now IYY1 is the moment of inertia of this bigger rectangle about centroidal YY axis. So we have dB cube by 12 minus of, now if we see the second part, your semicircular disc 2 has a centroidal YY axis over here, which is at a distance of 4r by 3 pi from this line. So 4r by 3 pi is 19.09 mm. So the distance between this centroidal axis of the semicircular disc and the centroidal axis of composite section is 50 minus 19.09. So your IYY2 is given as, first, the moment of inertia of this semicircular disc about its own centroidal axis, which is given as 0.11 into r to the power 4. Then we apply the parallel axis theorem and transfer its moment of inertia from this axis to the centroidal axis of composite section. So which is given as area multiplied by this distance square. So y bar minus y1 square. Now since there are two semicircular discs, both are equidistant from the centroidal axis of the composite section, we simply multiply it by 2. So we have dB cube by 12 is 140 into 100 cube by 12, which is the moment of inertia of bigger rectangle, minus 2 times of 0.11 into 45 to the power 4 plus area is the area of semicircular disc, which is pi by 8 into d square. This multiplied by distance of 50 minus 19.09 the whole square. So upon substituting the value of d square as 45, we get the value of IYY as 4.69 into 10 to the power 6 mm to the power 4. Also, due to the symmetry of section about the centroidal YY axis of the total section, your x max is also same, which is equal to half the width equal to 50 mm, and it is same for both compression as well as tension. So we have x max is equal to 50 mm. So upon substituting all the values, we get the value of mr YY upon mr XX is equal to 4.69 into 10 to the power 6 upon 19.65 into 10 to the power 6 multiplied by y max is 70 mm and x max is 50 mm. So we get the ratio as 0.334. So this is our answer. If we analyze this, we get, this implies that moment of resistance is higher for bending in XX plane than in YY plane. With this, a problem is over. Thanks for watching in 5 minutes.